Are you guys ready for this? This is the type of haul. This is the type of haul that has my name written all over it. Two indie brands right here. And I can't wait. MCMC fragrances, Hanley perfumes with a little bit of Guerlain sprinkled on top. What a haul. What a time to finish up my 2019. Let's talk about these. Fragrance family, welcome to my December 2019 unboxing, sort of, and first impression video. Most likely this is going to be the last video of this kind in 2019. I'm not going to be doing any more haul videos, so let's end this one with a bang. As you can see, these are already unboxed. Honestly, these two have been, of course, unboxed by my splitter. He had to split them, and that's why you see half the bottles or the juice, half of the juice is gone in these bottles. And really, well, I just got too excited. I unboxed it before the video shoot. I'll be honest. I'm a frag head. What are you gonna do? It's my channel. Too bad it's unboxed. But anyway, before I get into anything, I did want to take some time to thank my splitter on Facebook with no questions asked. Takes my wish list like Hunter and Fume over here and splits them. And down the middle, I get half the fragrance and I get the full presentation. Always a great experience. I don't have to, timelines, I don't have to wait. Communication's amazing. So what a great partnership. I actually did talk to him a few times before the year ends here and kind of talked to him about some more splits in 2020. So I'm looking forward to that so I can get my nose on more indie stuff that Fragrance X, of course, doesn't carry. I love doing this and getting fragrances from brands that really a lot of people may not know about when they're tuning into my channel. So on the same point, I'd like to thank FragranceX.com, which is my partner in crime for the bottle of Lui. The price was too good to resist. Under $100. This was a blind buy for me. So I decided to just pull the trigger. You can do the same. They do actually. It went out of stock, but I seen just today, the day of shooting this video, it's back in stock. It's under $100. You can utilize my code Robes08, which is my YouTube handle, on Fragrance X in their coupon code section, and you can get 15% off on any fragrance, including Lui, that's included in this haul. And while I have your attention, please take the time to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you can keep tabs on yours truly here, because you want to be one of the first to check out the new content, including this sweet haul that I just did for Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy New Year if I don't see you. I absolutely appreciate everybody that tunes into my stuff, gives me a like, and I love reading the comments down below. So keep that up, guys, in 2020. I'm also all over social media, so if you just stumbled upon this pretty face, you can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram on all platforms, and my handle is Robes08, just like my YouTube channel. Talking about social media, if you do have a Facebook account, go check out my Facebook fragrance group called Fragrance Guru Nation, where me and 16,800 other members, yeah, it's quite a big group, we're waiting for you to talk fragrances with us, including my latest haul. So now that the business is out of the way, let's talk about the haul, because this is a good one. So we're going to move on from here to here. I'm going to introduce these, and as you can see, they're already unboxed, unfortunately. Sorry, so you're not going to see me taking out of cellophane or anything like that. But I'm going to give you my take on these fragrances. So these two right here, I'm no stranger to them. Lui is a blind buy. These two, no. I had samples from, I think it was called Indie Scents back in the day. I don't know if that website is still up. You know what? It's been a while. But Indie Scent, I remember when I used to get samples at Lucky Scent, I used to go to this Indie Scent website too, and that's where I got these samples of these two brands. I always just look for certain notes. That's all I did. You know, I looked for smoky fragrances. I looked for leather, tobacco-based fragrances, things like that. So this one right here, that's called Hunter. A sweet name, first of all. I was like Hunter, and it had tobacco, woody nuances and stuff like that. So I felt like this may be up my alley. I got a sample of it and absolutely fell in love with it years ago. So this is my first full fragrance bottle of the brand. And I may go back to this brand, we'll see, but MCMC fragrances, again, very much indie. So let's sniff this one out, and I'll let you guys know. This will remind me of this fragrance, at least the introduction, but a very, very well done fragrance. So, oh yeah. So it's it's up top, it's got fir resin, so it's a very green, and I absolutely love, of course, pine needles and things like that. I really love fir resin, actually, in my scents. It really does smell like I'm in the forest, but at the same time, there's a creamy vanilla backbone to this fragrance with a spicy tobacco kind of lingering through. The blend is outstanding. All parts work well together. I really like the three-headed monster in this particular fragrance. The name Hunter is definitely apt here. I feel like I'm wearing the wrong thing. I should be wearing my red and black flannel shirt here and going in the woods. Simplistic, but yet very well orchestrated. The blends well. You know, if you're really interested in beautiful vanilla, you like fir-based fragrances, of course, the green, balsam fir, and tobacco. This is one to definitely check out. This one right here, Hunter from MCMC Fragrances. I believe a bottle of this, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a 50 ml, and I think it was right under $100, so almost designer pricing. Next on the list is Fume, and probably my favorite from this lineup. Even though these are all excellent fragrances, I've sniffed them all now before I go on camera, but Fume here, same as Hunter. I think it was in the same sample pack, to be quite honest. So I sampled these things together, and now I'm buying the bottles together. But Fume is, again, from another indie brand, Hanley Perfumes, a great brand. I believe Peter from Fragrance View talked about this brand too, very highly too. It is a indie brand that's right up my alley. I do want to get several from the brand, but this one was the one that was straight up my alley. A name like Fume, a smoky-based fragrance. I just can't go wrong with it. So this is my first bottle of the brand in my collection. Kind of reminds me of, this one kind of reminds me a little bit Slumber House-ish. I like it. So let's delve into it. Oh, yeah, done. A beautiful fragrance. So Fume, again, utilizing fir resins. This one a little more realistic and a little more oomph to the fir resin than Hunter. This one much stronger, bigger appeal. Different approach. This one, of course, has the fir resin with smoke. So I got a lot of fragrances that do that, but this one has that beautiful smoky touch. It's often compared to Norn from Slumber House, and I see that. I don't think as potent, even though this one's very potent, but they both give out that dark green theme. And this one, this theme, it smells like a blown out campfire, and you're out there in the woods. You smell the earth, the dirtiness, the darkness. You smell the woods. You smell the blown out smoke. Just like Hunter, the blend is simply outstanding in this particular fragrance. All parts work well together for a general theme. Simplistic, but yet well orchestrated. Again, same type of, you're sensing a theme here. And with indie brands, this is the kind of stuff I'm looking out for. Something a little more off the cuff. Balsam fir, of course, very different. You know, a lot of designer and niche. You utilize sandalwood and cedar and gaiac wood and stuff like that. Bring out that balsam fir, give me some greenery, and that smoke is absolutely gorgeous. I love smoky fragrances. So this one, a winner from the House of Hanley. I knew that. I already knew that. So last but not least, let's take a look at Lui. So unlike the other two here, Lui is not my first bottle from the House of Guerlain. So we'll put that out of the way. This is a fragrance that kind of got lost in the shuffle, to be honest. Like, it got released and there was not really any hoopla on YouTube or anything. But all of a sudden, it started hitting discounters in late 2019 for under $100. And I just decided, you know what? Let's blind buy it. So Fragrance X, thank you for stocking this fragrance. I'll use you at any time that I find a discounting, a fragrance that is discounted. I'll utilize Fragrance X. It was always on the radar for me as a Guerlain fragrance, but there's so many other fragrances from Guerlain that I need to get or want to get. This one was kind of lost in the shuffle, but once I saw the price tag, I just had to get it. So this one right here, just reminds me of Guerlain as a brand. I'm very smooth, polished fragrance. It reminds me of something from L'Or et la Matière. It has that vanilla balsamic quality. It has that straightforward vanillic balsamic yet white Guerlain feel to the fragrance. Immediately brings me to some Guerlain classics as it has that pillowy white feeling. It's sweet but not childish. It has some sweetness to it. It's spicy, but yet it's not that spicy. It's so smooth. I feel like the vanilla, the carnation, the benzoin all work together to give this scent a balsamic, warm, vanillic creation. I smell a little bit of pear in here. It's got a pear opening, a little bit of fruitiness, but it really is, the blend is outstanding. All parts work together, just like these. Highly unisex. Men, if you are scared of L'Or et la Matière, you know, the Cuir Belugas, the Spiritueuse Double Venise, you know, Tonka Impériales, if you're scared of those, step away from this, honestly. You need to kind of like that. This is not as gourmandish as those, not as potent as those. I feel like this one's a little more, I don't want to say simplistic, but a little more polished as a fragrance. Some feel like this one's a little boring, but to me, the Guerlain DNA just sells me all the time, and here it does, and it's going to get a lot of wearings from me. Definitely now in the winter, right up to the spring and fall. I think fall is going to be the best season for it, but really well blended, well constructed fragrance. Lui, I'm very happy to have in my collection. So there you have it, my fragrance haul for December 2019. Again, I just want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. I'm probably going to publish this on Christmas Day. Why not? Let's talk about the goodies that we got this month. I'd love to hear what you all got for Christmas. And definitely, if any of these interest you, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. As always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube.